All right, guys, this is the Early Republic and Expansion Assessment. Make sure you guys take your time working through this, okay? Pause anytime that you need to, rewind or re-listen to a question, whatever you need to do. Don't forget to write the letter on the line for me. All right, here we go. Number 1. How did Alexander Hamilton's views on United States policy differ from Thomas Jefferson? A. Hamilton wanted a strong central government. B. Hamilton had a strict view of the Constitution. Or C. Hamilton pushed for a farming-based economy. In other words, Alexander Hamilton, a Federalist, how might his views differ from Thomas Jefferson, a Democratic Republican? Number 2. As the first president, George Washington was responsible for setting blank. For example, Washington appointed multiple advisors and called them his blank. A. Rules, then drawer. B. Cabinet and precedents. Or C. Precedents and cabinet. Don't get precedents and presidents mixed up. This is Precedents, not a person, a thing. Number 3, which advice did Washington give the nation in his farewell address? Avoiding strong ties with other nations is the best foreign plan. B. Fighting war with others will show the nation's power and authority. Or C. Encouraging the government to borrow money will lead to financial growth. Financial is like money. Number 4, a group that helps elect people and create policy is called a Democratic Republican, B. a precedent, or C. a political party. Number 5, which of the following was true of the Federalist Party? A. They supported farming. B. They were more popular in the North. Or C. They gained support of farmers. This is the Federalist Party. Alexander Hamilton, George Washington. What was true? Number 6. Why did the Embargo Act of 1807 fail? A. It led to more sailors being impressed. Impressed just means captured. B. It caused additional attacks on the United States Navy. Or C. It impacted New England trade more negatively than France and Britain. Number 7. Who led his men against the Americans in the Battle of Tippecanoe? Was it A. William Henry Harrison, B. Tecumseh, or C. Chief Shabona? Number 8. I'm looking for 2 answers on number 8, so please write both letters on the line. Which 2 of the following were causes of the War of 1812? A. The British were supporting Native Americans in battle for Western Territory. B. The British were still disputing land claim for Maine. C. America's alliance with France led to war with Britain after the Napoleonic War. Or D. The British were attacking U.S. ships and capturing their sailors. Which of those 2 were causes of the War of 1812? Number 9. Which president is given credit for doubling the size of the country with the Louisiana Purchase? So which president gets credit for buying the Louisiana Purchase? Was it A. George Washington, B. Thomas Jefferson, or C. Andrew Jackson? Number 10. Which of the following was a result of the War of 1812? A. There were more U.S. feelings of nationalism. B. The British took control of the Louisiana Territory. Or C. Native Americans would reclaim land east of the Mississippi. Number 11. Which of the following was not part of the Monroe Doctrine? Which of the following was not a part of the Monroe Doctrine? A. European countries may not start new colonies in North or South America. B. European countries may not keep any existing colonies in North or South America. See the difference there. One is they cannot start any new ones, and in B, it says they may not keep any existing ones. And C says any act of violence toward an independent country in the Western Hemisphere, Western Hemisphere being North America and South America, would be considered an act of violence against the United States. So any act of violence against an independent country in North or South America would also be considered an act of violence against the U.S. Which of those was not a part of the Monroe Doctrine? What was the overall purpose of the Monroe Doctrine? This is number 12. A, to defend newly independent countries against violence. B, to help newly independent countries set up democracies or governments. Or C, stop European countries from establishing brand new colonies in the Western Hemisphere. Once again, Western Hemisphere just meaning North or South America. Number 13, what was the main purpose of the Missouri Compromise? Was it to maintain balance of free states and slave states, so there would be an equal number of both? B, to encourage growth of slavery? Or C, to end slavery completely through compromise? Number 14, which three were the conditions of the Missouri Compromise? So you're going to need three answers here, six options. A, Missouri would enter as a slave state. B, slavery would not be allowed in any new territory or state north of the 30-degree line. C, the slave trade would end after 17 more years. D, Missouri would enter as a free state. E, slavery would not be allowed in any new state admitted to the Union. Or F, Maine would enter as a free state. So make sure you choose three of those and write them above. Number 15, which law would force Native American tribes from their homes in the Southeast to Oklahoma? Was it A, the Trail of Tears, B, the Indian Removal Act, or C, the Native American Relocation Treaty? Keep in mind, we're looking for an answer that is a law here. Which one of these is a real law? Was a real law. All right, part 2, reading primary sources. Read the following passages and choose the best answer. Please write the letter on the line. The first one is Jefferson's inauguration speech. Let us then, fellow citizens, unite with one heart and one mind. Every difference of opinion is not a difference of principle. We have called by different names, brethren, of the same principle. We are all Republicans. We are all Federalists. That bolded word brethren there kind of means brothers. On to paragraph 2. Still, one more thing, fellow citizens, a wise and frugal government, which shall restrain men from injuring or hurting one another, shall leave them otherwise free to regulate their own pursuits of industry and improvement, and shall not take from the mouth of labor the bread it has earned. This is the sum of good government. Number 16. What was the purpose of Jefferson's first paragraph? A, was he attacking members of the Federalist Party? B, was he expressing huge differences between the parties? Or C, was he trying to reassure political opponents that he would work with them? Number 17. Using background knowledge and context clues, what might frugal mean in this passage? It's the bolded word in the second paragraph. Could it mean A, extravagant, B, risky, or C, thrifty? Keep in mind that the second paragraph is talking a lot about jobs and money and how money and how citizens should be regulated in the country. All right, moving on to the second one. A little short excerpt from Washington's farewell address. It says, promote then as an object of primary importance, the utmost importance, the most important thing. Institutions for the general diffusion of knowledge. As the structure of a government gives force to public opinion, it is essential that public opinion should be enlightened. So a couple things here. Okay, promote then as an object of primary importance. It's the most important thing that institutions, places for the general diffusion of knowledge. Diffusion of knowledge is just a fancy way of saying to spread knowledge. Okay, as the structure of a government gives force to public opinion, it is essential that public opinion should be enlightened. So I want you to think about here. What types of places spread knowledge? What are our institutions for giving people knowledge? And why would that be important to Washington? Number 18. According to the quote from Washington's farewell address, what does Washington believe is important to the success of America? A. Public elections. B. A strong education system. Or C. Avoid political parties. Number 19. Use context clues. What is the best definition for the word enlightenment as it's used in the passage? A. Well-informed. B. Fair and balanced. Or C. Important. Once again, keep in mind, 18 kind of tells you what 19 might be, okay, as it's going on. So go up there and reread that passage real good and listen to my explanation. Down here, part 3, we have a political cartoon. I can zoom out just a little bit here. We have a political cartoon. Make sure you answer the following questions using complete sentences. All right. That political cartoon's right in front of you, so make sure you're looking at that too. First question, number 20. Do the roosters in the coop represent Latin countries or European countries? Make sure you read your labels, okay, and answer that in complete sentences. Number 21. What is keeping those roosters locked in the coop? Once again, guys, read your labels. What is keeping those roosters locked in the coop? Number 22. Who do the roosters ranging freely represent? I'm talking about these roosters over here. Who do these roosters represent that are just hanging out outside of the coop? And then number 23, according to this cartoon, what do you think the main goal of the Monroe Doctrine was? Think about what the Monroe Doctrine says and what this cartoon is telling us. We've got some roosters locked up. We've got others free and feeling safe. All right, what's going on in this thing? Talked about it in class. Last part down here, part 4, interpreting maps. Use the map to answer the following questions. You do not need to use complete sentences. And actually, these are multiple choice down here now, so that does not matter. Okay. Number 24. Which physical feature marks the most eastern edge of the Louisiana Territory? A. The Missouri River. B. The Mississippi River. C. The Appalachian Mountains. Or D. The Continental Divide. Number 25. What seaport was acquired by the U.S. in the Louisiana Purchase? So which seaport did we get with the Louisiana Purchase? A. St. Louis. B. St. Charles. C. New Orleans. Or D. Santa Fe. Number 26. Which expedition started and ended in St. Louis? A. Lewis and Clark's expedition. B. The Oregon Trail. C. Pike's expedition. Or D. Magellan's expedition. Make sure you're using the key over here to help you out with that. All right. And then finally, number 27. Which physical feature forms the border between Ohio and Kentucky? A. The Indiana Territory. B. The Mississippi River. C. The Ohio River. Or D. The Appalachian Mountains. Once again, guys, anything you misunderstood or you need to listen to again, go back and find that question and listen to it as many times as you need to. Let me know if you need anything. Make sure your name's at the top. Look up on the board for the extra credit question, and you can write that down anywhere kind of in a margin somewhere off to the side, wherever it fits. Okay? All right, guys, good luck. I'm sure you did a great job, and I will talk to you later. Thanks.